Hello everyone and welcome in my cooking channel Czech Cookbook. Today I was thinking I should show you how to make a side of a potato, which are hard-boiled potatoes, because some of my dishes are using these potatoes as a side, but I don't want to take too much time when I'm making the sauces to also explain every single time the same cooked potato. So I was thinking to make a separate video, and it will be on my website in the category of side dishes. So this is probably one of the easiest sides you can do. So I hope you try it. It's super easy, nothing hard at all. So we need potatoes, and I recommend using either gold potatoes or red potatoes. Because the russet ones are more for mashed potatoes because they get mushy and we don't want mushy. So I have here gold potatoes, and you probably want to count 2 potatoes per person. Depends how much you like potatoes and how much you eat. If you want to have more, you just do 3 potatoes per person. We will need to wash them first. I like to just wash them, and then we'll put it in a pot and cover them with the water. So I go do that now. So here I have the potatoes, and I washed them, and we will keep the skin on for now because we will peel it later, and you just cover them with the water. Now we will bring it to boil, and you can use a lid, but because I have it so full, I will use it, but I have to keep an eye on it very closely because when it starts to boil it can overflow, and that's not fun. So now we will bring it to boil. And I'm not putting any salt on it, on them, because we will peel the skin anyway, and that's okay to leave it like this. And I will crack it open, and like I said, I'll keep an eye on this. Potatoes are starting to boil, as you see, so I will set up the timer, and it takes about half an hour, 45 minutes, but we will poke it with a fork, and I'll show you when we get there. So you can tell if they are done or not, because it depends also on the size of the potatoes, and I try to pick the smaller ones. So lower the flame so it has a gentle boil, and as I said, if you put the lid back on it, just make sure it doesn't overflow. But I will set up the lid on a side because I know how it goes. I will forget about it, and then I will have stove full of water. So I will just have it like this, have the gentle boil, and timer for 30 minutes. Half an hour of boiling is done, so now I will test it with a fork, and let's see. If it comes off easily from the fork, it means that it's done, and it looks like it's done. I'll poke it here, and it's sliding off. I'll give it another 5 minutes just to be sure. So let's try to poke another one. This is a big one, and it's coming off easily from the fork now, so this is done. So I'll turn it off, and I will get the water out, and this will be still very hot, but I'll use a fork and knife to peel this, and I'll show you. Because the potatoes are super hot, you want to use a fork and knife because you don't want to pick it up since it's too warm, and you don't want to let them cool off because you want to have hot lunch or hot food. So I'll just peel it, and you can see the steam coming off, so that's good. So one is peeled, and I will put it on a plate, and now we will cut it on smaller pieces. And as you see, 2 smaller potatoes is plenty for one dish. And now we will just put salt on top, maybe 2 pinches, it depends how salty you like it. And I'm not putting any butter and anything else on it because we will have the sauce right next to it, which is perfect, and that's all it is. So it's super easy, and it's good, it's delicious. So I hope you use this with more sauces in the future.